Tesla Motors was founded in 2003, and really the mission behind the company was to make more and more electric cars available for the general public and to generally drive down the cost of electric driving for everyone. So the car company started with the Tesla Roadster, which is the sports car you see behind me, and in 2012 we're going to be moving on to the Model S sedan, which is going to be about half the price of the car. So we are really relentlessly driving down the cost of electric cars, making electric driving really available and possible for as many people as we can. Well, we're actually the only fully electric supercar in the world today. We were the first electric car in serial production on the road. So we have a huge lead when it comes to EVs. And there are several major manufacturers that are now moving into the electric space. And really the Roadster was the catalyst, I think, in a lot of ways for the industry to move in that direction. We are extremely well capitalized. We've gotten good, generous loans from the federal government in order to make electric driving, good, clean electric driving, more democratic for everybody. So we have millions of dollars at our disposal, and we feel perfectly confident that we'll put mass production into effect here in the next year and a half. We build the battery packs and the powertrains up at our headquarters facility in Palo Alto, and those items are then shipped to the Menlo Park's location as well. This is what we call the drivetrain. It's comprised of two components here. We have the gearbox, which other people might call a transmission. It's a single-speed gearbox. And then on the other side of that, the cylindrical piece that you see right there is the motor. Typical maintenance session really requires an update to the firmware, which is really an interesting disparity between the Roadster and regular internal combustion engine vehicles. A lot of what we do with this car, or a lot of what makes this car better, is software-based as opposed to hardware. So most of the time people come in, they inspect it to make sure that everything is working properly, and then they just update the firmware like you would your computer.
But as far as testing belts and drives and fluid levels, you don't really have to do that so much?
There's really not a whole lot of that to test. There's no oil involved in this car. The liquid-cooled battery pack lasts for years, so that's not really an issue. And the battery actually weighs close to 1,000 pounds, over 900 pounds, and the car itself weighs 2,700 pounds.
We are a highly vertically integrated company. We do everything in-house, from software to hardware, to manufacturing.
We want to have a relationship with our customers. About 75% of our customers live within about 50 to 100 miles of a Tesla store. The Roadster is a car. It's a vehicle that doesn't make any compromises. You drive your car today, it may cost you $30 or $40 to fill it up. You could be looking at just a few dollars to charge the Roadster or the Model S.